All right, y'all. So, welcome back to another episode of
It's
Nothing But the Truth Podcast. All right, y'all. So, we have some special guests in here. So, this is actually our first interview.
Yes. This is your first interview. I'm proud that we are the first people that y'all interview.
Y'all proud?
I'm proud of y'all. Okay,
All
y'all got a
right.
podcast going.
You know, we trying.
Yeah, we gonna do this.
Period.
So, I'm so excited to talk to you guys. So, Say and Jay.
Yes.
So,
Say and Jay.
okay, it rhymes and everything. I'm here for it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is that what y'all be saying to millennials? I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. I mean, no, not really.
Okay.
Like, that's all what you usually be saying.
Let's play it out now, too.
What's something that I always say? Get into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get into it.
I
Yeah.
believe it.
Get into
Okay,
it.
so now we're getting into it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Get into it.
I
Yeah.
believe
Get
it.
into
Okay, so now we're getting into it. Right, yeah. All right, so how do you feel, Lady J?
But yes, I feel really good. You know, coming back home from, being away for like 5 months.
Yes.
And staying in Houston, it's just like I'm happy to be around family and friends. So.
And your parents and your sisters are happy to have you back here. And also Say.
Yeah.
I really like Say.
Thank
You
you
like
so much.
Yeah, I
that?
like
Well, that's
that.
a plus. Okay.
Did you like him when you first met him?
I did like Say when I first met him, but we just had, just some little issues about her curfew, and then Say was a little older, a couple years older, and he probably Say didn't have a curfew.
Only 3.5.
But yeah, not too older, but but that we worked it out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
3.5 years. That's
Yeah,
a
that
good
ain't
little
bad
space.
at all.
Yeah,
That
that's
ain't
good.
bad.
But when your mama's baby, it's just like that's just how we're gonna be. We have to make sure y'all are safe.
Mhm.
We have to make sure that these men are good,
Yes.
right? So it's gotta feel them
Luckily,
out.
I picked the good
Genuine.
one.
Yes.
She did.
It seems to me.
There you go.
I like
Say
it.
she
Thank
did.
y'all.
Yeah.
Ooh, so how y'all feeling?
We're feeling great.
Mhm.
We're trying some new things this time.
Yeah.
And just we're
Growing pains.
Growing pains. Yeah.
Growing pains, honey, but we're gonna get it together. So let's talk about this move, right?
Mhm.
So many young people, they want to get out of their parents' houses, and
Yeah.
they're like, all right, so y'all up and like moved out of state though.
Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about how that went and why y'all decided to do that.
So you want me to go first?
You
or
go
you wanna
first.
Somebody
Yeah,
who's gonna tell the
sure.
truth. Let's
So I decided, well, it was more so, of course, me and her agreed to both move out of state, out of
Mhm.
Texas. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of the person that, wanted to, us to finally get out of this space of us being in Atlanta, because I've pretty much been here half my life. She's been here pretty much her whole life. So
Mhm.
just experience something different, trying a whole new state out, you know what I'm saying? Kind of being away from family and friends.
Mhm.
So we can kind of focus on us. You know what I'm saying? So we got to experience that.
Yeah, and I feel like, one thing I can say is that moving out to Houston, Texas,
Yeah.
it taught me a lot, especially with me being like basically by myself. Well, even though I was with my boyfriend, I didn't have my family, my friends around me, and I'm used to that.
Yourself.
Yeah, like I'm very like family oriented, so I'm always around my parents, always around my sister, so it was a big change for me. And I'm not gonna hold y'all, like I would say like the first couple months when I moved to Houston, I was depressed because it was a lot. But I learned a lot, and I just felt like everything happened for a reason, and me moving to Houston, that was a good decision that we made. So
A lot of people can't say that they moved out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
homesick.
I believe when you're young and especially when you don't have no other responsibilities like kids right now, you can
Mhm.
move to wherever.
Yeah.
And just experience different cultures and
yeah.
and see how other people live.
I was
But
telling that to her earlier. Go ahead.
But what I will say is for like all my youngins that's watching, teenagers, even in your early 20s, even late 20s, but I definitely this is mainly for the teenagers. So because I'm not gonna hold y'all, like when I was staying with my parents, mama. When I was staying with y'all, I was like, I was like, oh my God, like I'm ready to get out of this house. I'm ready to, live on my own and then like this. But then I realized once I'm on my own,
You got them bills.
them bills is rolling in. And it's
different.
and my mom, like
It's different.
my parents used to always say, like, once you move out and you on your own, oh, them bills gonna stop for
Nobody
cares.
Nobody.
They
Listen,
want
they don't care
power
about you
bill.
being sick. They
Right.
don't care about you what.
So I definitely recommend for all my my teenagers out there, stay in your parents' house as long as possible. Mark my words.
Yeah,
Just
don't try to leave
put it out
early.
there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah, don't
If
try
you
to do
if you got a roof under your head, you stay there for free, and you get to do, it's like you can't. I mean, it's rules, of course, in your parents' home, but like you get a lot of freedom. Stay in your parents' house as long as you can.
And one thing, I moved out of my mom's house at probably 19, 20 also.
Yeah.
And I met Tim in high school. So, but I had I guess I had a different mindset then. So I wasn't really, I had my oldest daughter like at 20.
Oh, right.
So I was like a homebody anyway.
Yeah.
So I really didn't get a chance to experience a lot.
Like just kind of finding yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
But it came up, eventually they're older now. So yeah, revamping myself as well.
I was telling Jay earlier, I was like, honey, travel, like try different experiences before the kids hit. Because the kids gonna hit different. Listen, like when those kids come in, you can't be up and moving and doing all
you
that
can't
stuff.
do all that. So,
Yeah.
but we definitely is enjoying life. We
They
still
have
not.
they have a little ace.
Yeah, we got
It's
eight.
like the-
Well,
That's
yeah.
pretty much a kid.
Well, he's a
Right.
dog, y'all. Let's be clear.
yeah, he's a
But
dog,
he's
but
a
he's
dog.
like my baby. Like
Yeah.
that's literally like I treat Ace like a baby. Like you can ask anybody, I treat him like my child.
She really
That's my
does.
first kid.
Oh,
My first kid.
She really did. And he's a sweet dog. He
really?
is.
Yeah, I did meet him. Yeah,
Yeah.
he came
You
up
love
to
being
me.
around him.
Uh-huh.
Mama.
Yeah, he's my stress reliever sometimes.
Aw. But yeah, so yeah, but I just say I'm definitely gonna wait for kids.
Yes.
No kids right now. No.
Mhm.
Yeah. We got a lot of stuff on our checklist that we still got to do going out the country.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's good, and that's good to be with somebody who's level-headed. Seems like he's level-headed,
Very
right?
level-headed.
And not trying to rush you into all these, things. And so, watch out for that, young ladies. When those guys come around, they trying to rush you into babies and rush you down the aisle, honey.
Yeah.
Red flags.
We're our 4th year anniversary is June 24th.
Really?
Wow.
Come through with the 4
Thank
years.
you.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
So let's get into this YouTubing, right? So a lot of people want to be influencers. So you guys are influencers. You have major platforms. And so many people want to learn and do that. So talk to us a little bit about the pros and cons of being influencers.
A pro I can definitely say is you get to work from like anywhere pretty much. It's fun, like just being yourself and putting a camera in your face and talking to like people who support you. That's just like something that's really like, I don't know, like not too many people do that. And it's just a really big blessing to have an opportunity to do that. So I love being a content creator. Another pro I would say, honestly, just the support. Like, it's just like how we have a couples channel together. So we have like our supporters that, admire our relationship. And I love the fact that we actually are like how would you say, like a role model to some people?
Yeah.
If you would make, like, so I'm just glad like people look up to us like, oh well, they're in a healthy relationship, they're doing this at this age. We love saying Jay, and I just love the support from it. But a con I would definitely say is it does consume a lot of time. Like YouTube is like a 24-hour job.
Really?
Well, I'm not gonna say 24. I'm gonna say 23-hour job.
Wow.
But I just feel like it's always recording. Like how we post, like we do consistency is key for YouTube. Anybody that want to do it, consistency is definitely key. Don't just say, oh well, I'm not getting this amount and this or these amount of views. You gotta stay consistent and it's gonna come. But like I was saying, I just feel like a con is definitely just it's taking up a lot of our time, and we don't really be having like a lot of time for just like us, really. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So We be trying though. We trying.
I mean, okay, so that's kind of hard to believe because a lot of people like to make it seem like you can get on YouTube and you can get 1 million views and make millions of dollars. You know, they sell the dream,
See,
right?
that's another thing. I feel like a lot of people are starting to get more into like the social media because of how much money people are making.
Yeah.
But another thing is like if that's not something that you genuinely
Like
love to do,
doing,
then it's not gonna really last long. Cause like for instance, you're not gonna just be getting 1 million views as soon as you start. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna take time. Like when me and Jay first started, like it was like it was a big process with a lot of stuff.
I feel like for anybody who do want to do YouTube, like you just gotta make sure you just want it. Like you gotta make sure you can put in the work for it. Like it be times, even me, like I'm still shocked that me and him. Well, I'm gonna say me. I'm gonna speak for me. I'm still shocked that I'm still going on this YouTube stuff because it's been times where I just felt like, dang, I don't get up and record. I don't feel like picking up this camera. I don't like. I don't even want to think about YouTube right now. It'll be times like that. Yeah. But then I have to remember my supporters. They look up to us. They expect videos from us, and then also I love doing it. So it's just you gotta really have a passion for doing YouTube. Not just want to do it because of the money.
Right.
So yeah, but.
And also,
it fluctuates
TikTok. They have TikTok.
Oh yeah, it fluctuates. That's what Say said. So pretty much like you're not gonna have all when you get established on YouTube, like you're not gonna have like all the time good months, like 'cause you get paid monthly from YouTube.
Right.
And so some months you gonna see your check like this, woo. Then you gonna see your check like ooh.
Go back down.
So yeah, it fluctuates, but it's just all about consistency. Like once you get that consistent base, your monthly checks gonna just be staying like ooh, like it's gonna be staying up. Yeah.
And they put out good content too, so that makes a big difference also. Yeah.
So how do y'all feel like YouTubing and being influencers, how does that affect your relationship? Do you feel like it affects your relationship at all or brings you closer?
I feel like just like when Jay was saying, as far as when you have to do it every single day, like for instance, we'll have to record and then of course we edit our own videos. So from recording to editing, then okay, what are we doing for the next video? It's like it's always something dealing with YouTube and we don't really have to have that time for ourselves.
I'm sorry to cut you off, babe, but one thing about the editing part. A lot of people think that editing for YouTube take like 5 minutes, but no, we spend at least like 3 hours on editing a video, or sometimes even the whole day. So that's one thing why I said like it does consume a lot of our time because it's not just the recording part; it's also the editing. You got to think of like what to create, like the ideas and stuff.
To be good content, you can't just throw anything out there. Like you have to really think it through.
Yeah, we have to hire another editor. Because we did that for a free podcast before. Yeah. But we're thinking about doing our own now. So that's why we're doing this today.
I mean, we're thinking about definitely like when we get, like I said, with the months, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, we do good every month on YouTube. No, we don't. So when we do get to that level of like where we're just steady on the top of like, then we'll get an editor. But I feel like, for example, when we did have an editor, we'll pay him $100 each video we did, and just imagine posting every day.
Yeah,
that's
$100.
We was like so he was getting getting
$3,000
a month.
Yeah.
Yes. So just imagine.
Because that's a whole salary.
Our first episode we hired an editor.
Yeah. Well, we brought in the team and stuff like that. But it costs. Like even sitting here.
Everything's an investment.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything's an investment.
You have to invest to make money. I'm a big believer in that. Like you have to spend.
Now speak on that now, because so many people think, you can spend $5 and make $1 million. Like these people really believe that. Like, I can spend no money and make millions. It's like, no, you have to invest into it.
Yeah, like as far as YouTube, like like the cameras. The cameras, you like that's quality. Like it, like how can I say this? If you want your quality to be good and top tier, like you're gonna have to spend a good amount, like a good amount.
Really get an iPhone nowadays. The newest iPhones cameras are top notch as well. So
True.
Yeah, they
And-
really are.
Yeah, you gotta get a mic, you know, for like when you do videos out in the public. What else you gotta do? Camera stands, ring lights.
computers, you can have the, she could be able to edit
Programs,
fast as
software.
It's all
possible. All
about-
that.
Yeah, it's all about investing when it comes to YouTube. Like it ain't just I'm just gonna record.
Jump on here, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
I
heard
mean,
that
Jump on here, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
I
heard that
mean-
TikTok is a little easier to grow than YouTube.
Yeah, y'all need to definitely get on TikTok because you know, it just brings a lot of traction and attention. All you gotta do is just post a 30-second video,
Yeah.
15 second, and then next thing you know, out of nowhere, it'll just jump. You'll get like 800,000 views, and you ain't even do nothing for real.
And I've been hearing that.
even do nothing
And,
for real.
and I've been hearing that artists are now using TikTok to promote their music
Oh,
instead
yeah.
of going through the labels.
Yeah.
Because TikTok started out as Musically. My daughter was on Musically like in 2017.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so then it went to TikTok, but it was all just music.
TikTok, I definitely recommend doing TikTok. Like, me and Say TikTok, when we first started, TikTok wasn't even paying at the time, but we started about 2 years ago. And when we first started, I just told Say out of nowhere. It was actually on the night we was about to go pick up Ace, like our first time getting him. And I was like, let's do a TikTok real quick before we leave. And I just wanted to do one because it seemed fun.
Fun, yeah.
So we did a little dancing TikTok, and that actually went crazy. Like I forgot how many views it went, but ever since then we would always just post TikToks every single day, and just for fun. And out of
Right.
nowhere, we just gained our supporters. And to this day, we are at 2.9 million.
Get out of here. Come through.
It's all about consistency.
Yes.
I can't stress that enough. And then also just you love to do it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the key part.
Key, yes.
So people that are like building their brand. So we know that you have a brand. So talk to us a little bit about your brand and tell us how social media affects the brands.
So that my clothing brand is Draft Day Worldwide, you know what I'm saying, shop, you feel me? But pretty much I came up with the idea, like I always love, you know what I'm saying, wearing clothes, you know what I'm saying, high school and stuff like that. But I came up with the concept where I was just like, what if I was, every time I take a picture or I do a TikTok, I have my own clothes on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I thought of that, you know what I'm saying, since high school, and then now since I have the money to be able to afford it and keep up with it, I was just like, let me go ahead and just start it now. But as far as like TikTok and stuff like that, that definitely has helped as far as marketing, because people say like, okay, where he get that jacket from, where he get the shirt from, this and that brings people to come look at the website and buy whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So
Right. That's exactly right.
Mama, do
So,
you have any questions?
With Savage brand will be starting soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
I believe
the
in the
Savages.
brand. Yeah, I believe in
Yeah.
the brand. The eagle is our trademark, and the eagle has a lot of characteristics that speaks volumes of who we really are.
Mhm.
So we'll be dealing with that a little later. That's another project for the Savages. But it's just so far, I'm proud of both my daughter, and I'm proud to say.
Thank you so much.
And so I'm glad you all are our first guest.
I know.
Yeah.
It,
We'll
it just
look
hits
back.
different. What'd she say? I forgot what you said. But it hits different when your children can come and support you for a change, right?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
we're so busy supporting our
Yes.
kids all the time, and for your kids to support you. Oh.
Right.
Tears.
Yeah. So she's growing into a beautiful,
Beautiful,
young
beautiful
lady.
woman, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Y'all are beautiful as well.
And so Jalen, are you having any other projects coming up soon?
Well, I am about to start. Besides me and Say and what's going on with that, I'm about to restart my hairline. Last year I had started my hairline. I just felt like I didn't put my all into it. Like the business did really good. I was always getting orders. I never had not one bad review. That was the crazy part about it. And I just feel like, but the thing is, I just feel like I was not promoting it right in my sense. Like I wasn't just putting my all into it. Like, I wasn't doing campaign shoots. I wasn't doing photo shoots, like, in the product. So I just know now from my first go around how to handle it on my second time.
Gotcha.
And so that's going to be launching in January. And then I'm starting a clothing business that he really wants me to do. But I definitely am going to start a clothing business because on my Instagram, like when I take pictures, people always be like, Jay, where you get your clothes from? They'll always just ask, that type of question.
also had a boutique, J Savage
I
Collections.
know.
Yeah.
That's how it all began.
Yeah, so they branch off and do their own thing. Then we come back together, maybe do some projects together.
Awesome.
But she do her own thing, and I do my own thing, and then we collab and on different projects.
But other than that, I'm just also just building my TikTok. I'm working on my own TikTok.
Do some TikTok
Yeah.
dancing, Jacqueline. Like, we're gonna be out there. We're gonna be the robot.
For the candle collection, do TikToks for candles and for our podcast.
Yes.
This is fun.
We actually do have a TikTok though. It's
Y'all
nothing but
need
the
to
True
post
Five.
on it.
I do. I put little clips on there. We got like 5 posts.
Yeah, consistency.
It's coming along. It's coming along. We just
But yeah, that's pretty much all I have going. Like, and then I just want to get into modeling and acting.
Yeah.
I don't like that real
And
estate.
maybe
too.
singing.
Really in a-
Yeah, that's
So y'all
nice.
just gonna be some moguls. Like,
Yeah.
listen, like, period.
All around.
What you say?
Okay.
Period.
That's nothing for my young people. Like,
Mhm.
make sure you have multiple sources of income. Like,
Correct,
starting
yeah.
early. So
Mhm.
even if you have like a 9 to 5, like find like a side hustle that you can do. Like, just makes a lot of income, like some income.
Yes.
That's important.
And it's so today it's not like how it was back when we were growing up. You had to get
I
a job.
wish we
but
had
it's
these
so many
opportunities.
ways to make money
Yeah.
outside of working a 9 to 5 these days.
Mhm.
And so that's why I keep up with the millennials.
I
And
know, that's why I'm keeping up with the
but-
millennials.
Yeah.
One thing I
Yes.
can say is that millennials have been going through a lot, okay, these
Mhm.
past couple of years. So, like, like when y'all was, like, in y'all 20s and stuff, y'all,
Mhm.
I'm not going to say y'all didn't go through nothing, but, like, how we went through COVID, we went through, like, the inflation, like, with this whole prices going up.
Right.
And I'm really proud of, like, all of us that's, millennials. Like, I'm so proud of us because we really is, like, strong and stick through.
Yeah.
So
You know what?
that's
I'm
I can
really
say.
proud of y'all too. I'm proud of that, but I am so proud of how y'all did Black Lives Matter. Like
Oh,
y'all was
yes.
like up the road
We
there,
was
right?
actually walking through the we was in the
Yeah.
march, like marching with them and
Marching with the
everything.
people.
We were like, we gonna let our kids handle it. We did. That's what we were like. we
Y'all
gonna let
did
them-
it. Now
Yeah,
it's time
we
us
did
to
it
take over.
already with
Yeah.
Rodney
Yeah.
King, so y'all can have that one.
But
Exactly.
So that's awesome,
Exactly.
y'all. Well, all right. So I definitely want to talk about the Shanquilla situation. So I know that she went out of the country with a few of her friends, and we know that she's about in you guys' age range. So how do you guys feel about that situation? And I do know that there are some warrants for arrest as well. So
Yes. Well, thankfully the warrants have been made, but
Mhm.
as far as the situation in its entirety, I just feel so heartbroken by it because she
Yeah.
really thought those was her friends. Like,
Mhm.
and I just couldn't imagine being in a situation like that because the friends I have, I call my sisters. Like,
Yes.
whoever I'm around, I make sure, like, it's genuine. And so I just feel bad because Shanquilla, like, she, really felt like, oh, well, these my friends, and including the best friend. That would really broke me because it's like, dang,
How
I
you
can't
gonna
imagine my
report
best
it?
friend doing something like that. But it's just like, in that video, did y'all see of her walking around trying to, find everybody for them to get dressed to go
Yes,
to the
uh-huh.
pool.
Mhm.
And it seemed like she was just a good person.
Mhm.
And you can just tell when people envy somebody because of how they are. Like, their
Yeah.
personality, their demeanor. And
Just being happy.
And
Yeah,
she
just
was
being
very
happy.
outgoing, ambitious
People be
too.
hating on
Right,
that. They be
yeah.
mad and envious. Like,
Yeah.
oh, they're happy. Why are they such happy?
And then
How
how they
come-
tried to
Yeah.
cover up the death and say she was alcohol poisoning.
Yeah,
no way.
but how you
And the
gonna leave
neck
the
broke.
country?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was.
But at least it was caught on
Heartbroken.
tape where somebody was found beating her. You know, so luckily that the activists got together to really push for them to keep investigating because the state wanted to close it up.
Oh yeah, because it was going to
Yeah.
affect tourism. They're like, oh, we don't want that kind of news press.
I feel like social media is what kind of pushed it too. Like once
Yeah.
it hit the media, that's what
Mhm.
it made it a way bigger situation. Like it made
It
it
really
way bigger.
did.
Correct.
Yes, it did.
My heart goes out to her family and her real friends. That's one thing I can say.
Condolences.
But I just really, and then for her to be my age, and she had a lot going on for herself
She
too.
had a lot.
And it's
going
just,
on with
it's
her.
so sad. Like that's why you just gotta be careful with who you put in your circle because
Right,
everybody ain't
right.
for you.
Say any age group.
Yeah.
Like millennials, All age groups. That's in the age group. You have to be careful who you let in your circle these days because everybody doesn't have your best interests. Like we talked about earlier, people try to compare their life with you, and their story is not your story. And so everybody has a different destiny and different mission.
Another thing I'm gonna say is my mom, when we was younger, like my older sister, my younger sister, like she wouldn't even let us spend the night over nobody's house.
Oh yeah.
So like I'm grateful for that.
I did.
Because
Sometimes I just had to know something about the parents.
you was strict, but like you wasn't strict,
Yeah.
but like you made sure you watched out for who we hang
Right,
around.
because I knew from my mom, by my mom working in inner city school as an educator, and saw a lot of things, and a lot of things I saw other girls go through, and I never went through it because my mom was overprotective, and I didn't want you all to have to go through that either. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, y'all, I thank y'all. So tell everybody how we can find you guys.
Yeah.
You can find me on my personal Instagram, Say Lutsky, our couples TikTok. It's Say and J, YouTube Say and J, and then
you can find me on Instagram at J Savage, and then you can find me on TikTok at J Savage with 2 E's. And then TikTok, and then
Yeah, we'll probably post this also.
Yeah, we'll post the links.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we enjoyed being here. Like
Well,
y'all
thank
was
you so
amazing
much
at
for gracing
interviewing
our
me.
platform
I
with
think
your
this is our first
presence.
podcast we ever did.
Yeah, this is our first
Our
podcast
first
too.
podcast.
And our podcasts
So-
are visual. We're doing visual podcasts.
Yes.
So,
I'm so
Well, I
focused.
love it. I definitely y'all can ask us to come back anytime.
Of course.
Anytime.
of course, yeah. Especially when she moves back to Atlanta, or they move back to Atlanta.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
Yes, definitely.
All
Well,
right.
thank you guys for joining us for another episode of
It's
Nothing But the True Podcast. Peace, y'all.
Talk to you later. Bye bye.